Okay, so walking through the updated syllabus, we have revised a new language in the course goals and outcomes, and here I've matched the TPEs. You see the I there because it's an introduce, and there's one down here where we introduce and practice. So you can look up the TPEs and see which ones we're addressing. Here we have teacher ed policies. So we have a new attendance policy, which means they cannot miss more than 10% or about 4 hours of scheduled class time, which includes online and hybrid activities. So if they fail to do an online class or a hybrid portion of the class, that counts towards attendance. Also, no late work for the new program, again, because students are getting behind and getting chronically behind. So they need to make sure they get things in on time. The two textbooks we're using, the Zagoras and Co. again, and then Wong and Wong, and then I have articles available online for filling in some of the other content that we need to address. So one of the assignments that, we used to do study guides, now we're doing responses to textbook readings. And what that means is there will be, I require 4 responses for 25 points each, and it attaches to these TPEs listed here. And what they need to do is create a response to the textbook readings using a Web 2.0 tool, which is one of the collaborative tools, and then this is part of the technology component where they get used to learning new technology tools by doing these responses. They also have to look at least 2 other students' responses and comment, which helps review the content from the material and also helps them see other different types of tools that oftentimes they take and use in their next lessons. So because this class comes in the first semester and they are new to writing lesson plans or creating objectives, we have them do a mock lesson plan using the new lesson plan template, which I'll get to in a minute. And I don't have them fill out the whole thing, just these pieces of it to get them to start thinking about it. Typically, they do this mock lesson plan before they even get into their fieldwork classroom. So I don't want them to have to talk about the kids they've gotten to know yet in the classroom if it's not really addressed for a particular group of kids. So we'll walk through that lesson plan shortly. The social justice and education assignment. For this assignment, we want them to attend a lecture, a film, a community engagement activity that deals with different kinds of social justice practices in relationship to education. So we have a lot of things that happen on campus in regards to this. Off campus, it might take a little more digging to find events that they could go to, but it's important for them to start thinking about issues regarding diversity, race, gender, and so on. So they teach 2 comprehension lesson plans. One of them is observed by their fieldwork supervisor. And this, in terms of comprehension, this can be multimodal as we have done before for the different content. These are direct instruction, and we need to have them teaching content to the kids and having kids engage in the content somehow. And there's a wide range of how they can meet that requirement depending on their content. So fieldwork logs I will walk you through in a minute. So they're doing 15 hours of fieldwork for this class and documenting that in a log. And then here are the pieces that we ask them to do using either a PowerPoint, a Prezi, or Google Slides, where they outline sort of a beginning classroom management plan. And as I've said, they will update this in the second semester. This annotated diverse text set, we modified this a little bit. There was a big component where they had to identify the text complexity. We're going to weave that text complexity part into one of the nights in the course, but we're not requiring it for this assignment. Instead, we want them to come up with at least 4 strategies they would use to teach at least 4 of the 8 sources they're creating to go along with a unit in this assignment. Finally, in lieu of a final exam, they write a literacy position statement. And this is the assignment that you're going to be reviewing and providing grading using the rubric and providing comments for. And I will send those, I will attach those separately. So here are the things we're looking for in this assignment, and I'll let you read that on your own. And then finally, for the program, they need to do an e-portfolio, and they will have, if they came to us and did their bachelor's here, they would have already created one. But if not, they will create one starting this semester, where they will demonstrate evidence of meeting the TPEs tied to each class with assignments and reflections. Okay, and then the week-by-week syllabus. This syllabus is the 16-week syllabus. You will have to modify if you're teaching in a 10-week or a weekend format. I've never taught this class off campus, so I don't have a format yet, but you're welcome to take this version and then modify it for the timing of your course. In your syllabus, make sure you include the mission and vision for Lefevre College of Education, and then the dispositions, which I have defined here. And then I have the TPEs listed at the top. And then this link will take you to the TPE document from the state.